morning, good evening. Yes, it's quite cold out there, isn't it? It's really blowing a gale. Come on in, warm yourself. Welcome to the Dusk Library. I'm sorry, I was just preoccupied with filing away these returns. There's been a lot overnight. Someone left a bookmark in this one. I'll have to make sure that gets back to them. Is there anything I can help you with today? It's been a while since you were here last. Yes, I don't recognise you at all. But you are very welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Are you looking for anything in particular today? Anything that I can help you with? You're just browsing. No problem. So, since the last time you visited, if it's been a while, we have had a bit of a change around quite recently. So, if it's been a few months, a few years since you've been here, things might not be in the same place as before. So I can give you a little bit of a guide on where things might be, if you like. Yeah. Okay. So, this is now our non-fiction section, where you'll find history, journalism, biographies, autobiographies, memoirs, academic texts, guides, how-tos, and over there is philosophy and insight. And to this side is all of our fiction. We've got fantasy, historical fiction, contemporary, romance, crime and mystery, and science fiction is towards the back there. Alright. I hope that helps a little bit. If you need me at all, I will be right here. This is where I am most days. I love it here. Just getting lost in the books. Helping people to discover new worlds for themselves. It's the best job. And it's always so quiet. Yes, you can go ahead and browse now. I don't want to keep you. I'll just continue with these returns, okay? You know where I am if you need me. Alright. You found a book? Wildflowers. The Wildflowers of Britain and Northern Europe. Very nice. I really like this book. So many beautiful illustrations in it. Just look at these thistles, burdocks. Gorgeous. Do you like flowers? I find them quite fascinating too. So many different designs, colours, shapes, throughout nature. Such a beautiful book. Gorgeous. This book in particular is very popular among hikers, people who like to go for walks, and they take this to hopefully identify different plants along the route. So it's very useful for that. One of my favourites. Foxgloves. These remind me of cuttlefish. These markings on them. So beautiful. And sweet peas. I love the smell of sweet peas in the summer, drifting on the wind. And again, such beautiful colours. A very good book. Good choice. Would you like me to check this one out for you? Sure. Well, I can put it to one side for now. Put it here for you for now, and you can continue browsing. Just while you're here, do you have your library card with you? Wonderful, thank you. Okay, let me have a look here. I'll just bring your account up, alright? So your account number is 031. Okay, and we'll just bring up your account here, okay? Alright. Okay. I thought this might be the case. Your library card has expired since your last visit over 5 years ago. But that's okay, no problem. You'd be really surprised at how many people have the same issue. Alright. Are you okay just to answer a few questions while I update your account? I can revive it. Yeah. It'll take just a few minutes. Okay. Thank you, let's do that now. Alright, so I have your first and last name. There's been no changes there. Alright. And your date of birth. Could you just confirm those for me, please? Perfect, thank you very much. Could I take your current address, please? Okay, yes, definitely need to update that. Okay, number 10. Alright. Thank you. And your most recent contact number? Yeah, we like to send out reminders just in case you're getting a bit close to your return date. We find that by email or text is the most effective way to alert people that they might need to pop in soon, right? So easy to forget the return days of your books, isn't it? Alright. And your email address, please. Okay, thank you. Wonderful. Okay, I'll just enter all that information in. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So, just write your new library card out for you. You do have a new number for your library card. That's okay. There we go. And alright, lovely. There you are. Now, your new card will allow you the use of the computers here. Should you wish to use them, you can book them throughout the day or night. Though on nights like tonight, it is very quiet, as you can see, so you will not have a problem booking a space. Okay, if you need any help with that, you just let me know, okay? Now, may I ask, what made you want to return after such a long time? You had an old poem in your head. I can relate to that. Sometimes I wake up with them in there, going around and round, and they won't leave until I find the poem and read it out loud. Do you know which poem it was you were thinking of? I'm very familiar with that. Let me think. I think it's John Keats. Yes, that's the one. Now I know I had it, or one similar just the other day, so let me see. English romantic verse, it could be in this one. No, it's more Lord Byron. Okay. Here it is. What do you know? Sorry, it's a little bit dusty. Not many people check out the poetry books anymore, you know. It's such a shame. I believe it's Ode to Autumn. Let's see, let's have a look. Okay. Yes, here it is. Do you know much about John Keats? Born in 1795. He was an English poet and one of the second generation of romantic poets. I love his work. Could I read it out to you? Thank you. It's very rare that I get the opportunity these days. So, Ode to Autumn. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd, to plump the hazel shells with a sweet kernel, to set to pudding more, and still more later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has overbrimmed their clammy cells. Who hath not seen thee oft amid thy store? Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find thee sitting careless on a granary floor, thy hair soft lifted by the winnowing wind, or on a half-reaped furrow sound asleep, drowsed with the fume of poppies, while thy hook spurs the next swath and all its twined flowers. And sometimes, like a gleer thou dost keep, steady thy laden head across a brook, or by a cinder press with patient look thou watchest the last oozings hours by hours. Where are the songs of spring? Where are they? Think not of them. Thou hast thy music too, while bowed clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the subtle plains with rosy hue. Then a wailful choir, the small gnats mourn among the river swallows borne aloft, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies, and full-grown lambs loud bleat from hilly bourne, hedge crickets sing, and now with treble soft the red-breast whistles from garden croft, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies. I think that is just the most beautiful visual of autumn time. I think it really sets a beautiful picture of gorgeous early morning. Wonderful. But I hope that's helped get that out of your head. You can of course take this book with you as well if you like. It is on page 272 for your reference. I can make a note if you like. No problem. Ode to Autumn. Page 272. There's another one in here that's one of my favourites. Could I find that for you? Let me have a look here. It is quite eerie. It's not scary, but it's definitely atmospheric. It is Walter de la Mare, and it's called The Listeners, if I may. Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in the silent champed the grasses of the forest's ferny floor, and a bird flew up out the turret above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still. But only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the world of men, stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall, hearkening in an air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveller's call. And he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry, while his horse moved, cropping the dark turf neath the starred and leafy sky. For he suddenly smote on the door, even louder, and lifted his head. "Tell them I came," and no one answered, "that I kept my word," he said. Never the least stir made the listeners, though every word he spake fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house, from the one man left awake. Aye, they heard his foot upon the stirrup, and the sound of iron on stone, and how the silence surged softly backward when the plunging hooves were gone. I really like that one. They were listening. You liked it too? I'll write that one down on the note too. So that was The Listeners by Walter Dilemma. And it's on page 596. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's so nice to revisit these. Have someone to listen. So, would you like to take this one too? This is such an excellent book, filled with the most wonderful poems. There are lots of Keats in here, so if you like more of his work, there's a lot more in here that I think you will really, really enjoy if you haven't read them before. Okay, wonderful. Both of those. And was that all today? Yes? Okay, I will check those out for you. So first the wildflowers. Okay. Just write the day in there. And great English poetry. Those. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy your walks and enjoy looking at all the flowers. Hopefully the book will help you to identify a good few that you come across. Do let me know. And I hope you enjoy the poems. They are best read indoors by a crackling fireplace, I think. Or if you prefer outside, then in the beautiful breeze under the shade of a big tree is my favourite. You get extra points if you find a willow tree to sit under. Okay, so here are your books. You have 2 weeks. You can always call up to renew if you wish you would like to have them longer. Or just pop back in and we can rescan them for you, whichever's easiest for you. Alright. So I will see you in a few weeks and I will be practicing my poetry, so we can test each other then. Oh yes, I'll be here when you return, I'm sure. I'm always here. Like I say, I love you here. Okay, see you then. Enjoy the book.